So just through the first couple weeks of camp, just how have you seen the O-line kind of improve and progress, through the first couple weeks?
Yeah, to be honest, we're just getting better every day, and it's just everything we're doing, run, pass, everything. We're just getting better every day. Like at technique wise, everything we're doing, we're just getting better every day. It's just there's nothing specific. We're getting better in everything. We can't be satisfied of how good we're doing this, so we're just gonna keep getting better every day.
We'll go to Jordan McPherson next. Jordan.
Yeah, hey Matt, thanks for taking the time. Wanted to ask you about a couple of the younger guys, Jackson Cantwell, Ben Congdon, just a couple weeks in the fall. How are they looking? And as one of the veterans on the line, just how much pride and how much stock do you take into helping to lessen their learning curve and do what you can to make sure they're as caught up to speed and as ready to go as possible in their first year?
Yeah, Ben and Jackson doing a phenomenal job, and they're coming up to me. So it's not even like I'm getting them going. They're asking me. They're always coming up to me, making sure they're doing this right and that right, whatever it is. And they're doing a phenomenal job. They're grown men about their business. They're not freshmen at all, and they're doing a phenomenal job in everything they're doing, technique, everything. So
Awesome. We'll go to Anthony Aguirre next. Anthony.
Hey man, how you doing?
good. How are you?
Oh, good man. I wanted to ask you about Ryan. Just he's been around for a while. Just how have you seen him grow as a leader, especially in this fall camp?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, seeing him from 2022 when I first got here, he's been growing every year, and it's just crazy. So it's beautiful to see as a program just how we built up, and especially Ryan just taking that lead as center. He's doing a phenomenal job with the whole entire group. He's not just with the ones or twos, like he's helping everybody. He's making sure everybody's on point. He's being that guy for us as a leader up front. So he's doing a great job.
Awesome. Adam, we'll go back over to you.
And kind of in the same vein about kind of everyone being on point, just how has, I guess, the chemistry between all the linemen kind of grown? How much have you guys started to gel just through fall camp?
Yeah, I mean, we always hang out with each other, watch film together, so it's always a bond every day. So it's not like we get done with practice, we go home and we wake up the next day. It's just always like we're always together, we're watching film together, we're communicating with each other. So we're really close as an O line. And of course, before camp, like we always hung out together. So we're really close, even though we have young guys that haven't been here as long as me, Ryan, and Samson, things like that. But it's like we've been together for years. So it's a great group of guys.
Do you feel like everyone's kind of on the same page? You know what? I know there's like a big group of you guys. Everyone's rotating. Do you feel like everyone's more often than not like on the same page?
Absolutely. And but at the same time, we can't be satisfied. Like we got to make sure that, like we're overly on page. Like we're working on that every day. We're not satisfied. We're just getting after it every day. It's not like we're satisfied with what we're doing. We're keep getting better in everything we're doing. So
Awesome. Last question comes from Jordan McPherson. Jordan.
Yeah, Matt, sort of to build off of this conversation, how much are you guys embracing sort of the newness that is this offensive line? I mean, we've talked so much about the turnover with so many guys gone, so many guys you guys have to replace, but the newness, the rebuilding the chemistry on the field, how much have you guys embraced sort of the challenge maybe that comes with so many new pieces, so much revolving in and around it? Just how much you guys embrace having to sort of build this group up?
yeah, that's what makes us an O line. We just embrace the chemistry and being on the field together and people playing different positions. So because everybody's playing every other position, so everybody's versatile. So working that chemistry has just been great. Like everybody's just been working for it. So I mean, I think it's been going very well, and we're not done yet. So we're still working. It's only going up. So.
So just, a couple weeks into camp, I guess how would you evaluate some of the younger guys in the interior part of the line? Guys like Max Buchanan, SJ Alafai, I'm blowing on a blank right now, but the guys who've been primarily playing a lot of like, guard and center so far.
No, for sure. Everybody's developing, building a chemistry together. Today's actually SJ's birthday, so happy birthday to SJ. Jackson's getting a lot better. Ben's getting a lot better. Max is getting a lot better. Everybody's just competing, getting better, and those guys are all pushing each other and getting better.
And then with Ben, I mean, like 'cause everyone knows, Jackson came in with all the attention, all the hype, 5-star prospect and all that. Ben maybe flew a little bit more under the radar, but just how have you seen him kind of grow, through spring into fall?
No, he's continuing to grow. Him and Jackson are continuing to grow. They're learning our system. They're learning how we do things, our standard. And they're just falling right into place. They're always excited to learn. They're eager to learn. They're great students of the game, and I'm excited to see them develop.
Awesome. We'll kick it over to Jordan McPherson. Jordan.
Hey there,
Jordan?
Ryan. How you doing?
Good evening.
Doing good. Two questions. First off, just for freshmen in general, when they come to Miami and start cross training and whatnot, a lot of them come in only playing tackle or primarily playing tackle. You guys give them reps at guard, center, what have you. Just what do you learn about the process of seeing them learn how to play the different positions, and what have you done maybe over the last couple years to try to help them sort of ease the process of learning the new positions along the offensive line?
That's a great question. So one of the best ways to learn all the positions on the offensive line is just play them all. If you're only a left tackle and you only know what the left tackle does, for whatever reason, coach might need to throw you in a right tackle. Well, now you're not going to know what to do just because you only know the left side. It's best to know what everybody at every position is doing, and having that knowledge will give you a better understanding of the offense as a whole. Because then you'll know what the guy next to you has and what his responsibility is and how he might play that play and use the technique on that play. It just builds chemistry together.
And then secondly, just how do you feel like the scrimmage went on Friday for the offensive line? And is there anything you guys can take from what happened on Friday as you guys get ready for scrimmage number 2 this weekend?
Oh, we definitely have a lot of work to continue to do. We're holding ourselves to a high standard. All the great O lines before us. We just want to continue that trajectory, and we're holding ourselves to that high standard, and we're going to work hard. And whatever happened on the scrimmage was good, bad, or indifferent. Continue working. It's just another practice, another day to get better.
Guys are a couple weeks in the camp now. You're halfway through this. Just how do you feel things have gone, specifically with the linebacker core? How do you feel like you guys are starting to come together?
Making a lot of progression. We got a lot to fix, got a lot to fine tune as far as communication. We got a lot to, you feel me, make sure that we tighten up and loosen the screws in, but we definitely come a long way.
How much do you think the scrimmage on Friday that you guys just had and the one you're going to have this coming week, last week's helping you identify things, and then the one coming up this week to try to fix what you guys may have seen on Friday?
Yeah, it gives us a really good judgment on exactly what we have to fix as far as on the field and really in between these meetings. And it gives us a really good judgment. We got a lot to fine tune, and we're really going in this, really attacking each and day, trying to focus on ourselves.
Good, Adam.
Hey Chase. So just first off, playing under, Coach Heatherman for the second year in a row, how do you think the defense has kind of, I don't know, picked up his defense quicker? Obviously there's new guys, a lot of guys who were back from last year. I guess how's the process of like learning the defense and getting reintegrated into the defense gone?
Yeah, it's definitely like allowed me to progress really exponentially, and like familiarizing yourself with the defense and having a second year to kind of pat that, and it makes it a lot easier, and you're able to communicate with the guys a lot quicker and get to each position you need to be in a lot quicker as far as getting in better shape too. That helps a lot.
And kind of similarly, you touched on it for a second there. The communication, that was such a big deal. 2 years ago, it seemed to go pretty well last year. Just how do you think you guys are communicating, at all levels of the defense?
Extremely well, and having a good relationship with each guy on every level, whether that's the D line or the back end, it makes everything a lot easier. Hanging out with those guys outside of the field and the facility makes it a lot easier to communicate with them and knowing them.
Go back to Jordan. Jordan.
Yeah, hey again, Chase. So wanted to ask you about your guys, the two sophomores in your room, Ezekiel and Kellen. Just how much growth have you seen from them since they got here last year, and what stands out specifically about how both of them attack the game?
Really, honestly, the mental part of it has really progressed. They've always been extremely physical guys, been athletic, been able to really move very well. But now they're really fine-tuning their mental part of the game, understanding what's coming before it happens, being able to be able to anticipate things before we even see it sometimes. And that's like we're all growing off each other. And it's really good to see their progression as far as those two sophomores.
We'll kick it back over to Adam. Last question, Adam.
Yep. One more from me. Just when you go up against the offensive line in practice or in drills, just what have you seen from them? How have they kind of grown throughout fall camp? Obviously, it's a lot of new guys on the line this year.
Yeah, it's funny you said that. We got a little competition going on right now, and them guys are very physical, and we've definitely been forcing each other to get better each and every day. And iron sharpens iron, man. Our old linemen, they're playing physical, they're playing fast, and that's exactly what we need on the defense to make us extremely better as well.
Good. You guys are about halfway through camp now. Just how do you feel like things are going with the defense, and particularly after the first scrimmage, what did it show you guys?
I just see the chemistry getting better and better. With a lot of new guys, the chemistry has to be there. And I feel like as each practice go on, you can see the progression in each of the guys and our chemistry. and how we work off each other. So I think it's going very well, and we continue to get better and better every day.
And I wanted to ask you about one of the younger guys, JJ Dunnigan. I know we asked you guys about him in spring. I'm pretty sure we asked you about him after the first couple days, but just what stands out about him, and does he remind you a little bit of what Bryce looked like his first camp last year?
I think they both different players, but both very special players for sure. He's a mature young dude. Like I said, as always, he flies around, fast, big, strong. I think he have a big role this year, and I'm excited to see what he's gonna do.
Awesome. We'll go over to Adam Lichtenstein. Adam.
Hey man, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good, good. So just through the first couple weeks of practice, how's the communication been, kind of between all levels of the defense, and is it easier now, being in Coach Heatherman's defense for the second year?
Yes, of course it's easier. It's like secondhand nature because obviously this is my second year in the defense. The communication has gotten way better from day one to whatever day we're on now. So I most definitely could tell the difference in the communication, and it's gotten way better. And we have a lot of work to do, but it's getting there to where we need it to be.
And then, just overall, like as a veteran player, you're a couple weeks into camp. How do you stay, I don't know, focused, not get, for lack of a better word, bored, waiting for the season to get going?
Just fall in love with the process. I love being around my guys. That helps me a lot. Just being excited to come in and get to work. Just I feel like my guys help me a lot, and just not paying attention to the rap poison and nothing like that. So, I feel like just being around my guys and just being excited to be a Hurricane for real, for real.
Awesome. We'll go to Anthony Aguirre next. Anthony.
Hey Zechariah, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
All good, all good.
Bless
The
you.
word violence is always mentioned with Omar Thornton. Just what's it been like sharing the field with him, and what's impressed you the most about him this fall?
Uh, what impressed me the most is his ability to be versatile. He's a very versatile player. He can play man, playing zones, play deep. And that's definitely a violent dude. I feed off him a lot. I like to think of myself as a violent player, but he's very violent. So just him being on the field with him, me being on the field with him, is a blessing, and I'm so excited to be out there with him. He's gonna shake the world for sure.
Jordan, we'll kick it back over to you.
Yeah, hey ZP, you talk about the violence, but just what's that balance like between obviously you guys like to go full go, full go, full go, but how much you have to wait until the season actually starts to really unleash it so that you're not doing it on your own teammates?
Man, it's it's hard for sure. But we need everybody. Like I said, we have a very talented team, But that's just coming with knowing how to practice and just really just taking game like reps. But a lot of times for me, I just try to envision myself, when I kill somebody, I just try to like envision myself like just running through or just, but I mean it's definitely hard to to stay up. But I mean, you gotta protect the team. Coach Cristobal is very, very he thinks that's very important. So, that's something I try to do well.